Tonight's homework is going to start on page 115 of your assignment workbook, which is the skinny workbook. Ben is playing soccer with his friends Abby and Clay. The grid shows their locations on the soccer field. Each grid square represents a square that is 2 meters long and 2 meters wide. What are the coordinates of the location of each player? So we're going to start with Abby. She's between the 2 and the 4, so she's at 3, 0. And then Ben is located at 3 as well, but he is 9. And then Clay is located at 11, 0. How far does Abby have to kick the ball to reach Clay? Well, if she's at 3 and Clay is at 11, you could just subtract. And 11 minus 3 equals 8. And these are in meters. So Abby needs to kick the ball 8 meters to reach Clay. How far does Ben need to kick the ball to reach Abby? Well, Abby's at 0 and Ben is at 9, so you could just subtract, get 9. Ben needs to kick the ball 9 meters to reach Abby. How far does Ben have to kick the ball to reach Clay? So at this point, they want us to use the Pythagorean theorem. And they have told us that A is 8 meters, B is 9 meters. That's what we found out in the last page. And we want to know what is C. We would say Ben needs to kick the ball approximately 12 meters to reach Clay. Graph and connect each pair of points on the grid below, and then calculate the distance between each pair of points. -8 and 3. -8 and 9. Well, that's a vertical line, so we just have to look at the difference between 3 and 9, which would be 6. And then we have -6, 8, -1, 8. So those are horizontal. We just have to look at the difference between -6 and -1, and that is 5. Hopefully you can kind of see a pattern here. We've got -7 and -7, so we're going to look at the difference between 8 and -4. And the difference between 8 and -4 is going to be 12. Then here we have 8 and 8, so we're looking for the difference between 8 and -2. The difference between 8 and -2 is 10. Describe the method that you use to determine the distance between each pair of points. So what we did was we plotted points and then counted the difference since the the lines were horizontal or vertical. So we were able to count for basic subtraction. Suppose that you were only given the coordinates of the points and did not graph them. Describe the method that you would use to calculate the distance between each pair of points. We would subtract the coordinates that were different, which is what we did on the last two. Use the grid to graph and connect the given set of 3 points. Then calculate the distances between the points. Okay, we can easily see that the difference between this horizontal line, these 2 points here, is 2. So we're going to label that with a 2. And we can easily see the vertical line is 3. So we have to figure out this horizontal line. The square root of 13 equals C. And you can use your symbol for that. I don't know if I can really do that over here. Okay, so we get to do this again. So 1 and -4. So I think that the most easy, or the easiest side is going to be this vertical line right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And then we need to find this right here, because it is a diagonal, and this one over here, which is a diagonal. So we're going to start by finding the distance of this pink line, and we know that A is 1 unit because it goes up 1 on the graph, and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over, and C is our unknown. Now we're going to find the distance of this red side length. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 units. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And C is equal to our unknown. Describe the method that you use to calculate the distance between the points. We created right triangles and used the Pythagorean theorem.